whatever you do, do not sacrifice your peace just because you are lonely. All right? It is so easy to fill the void with people or with things that don't serve you a purpose. I'm a firm believer that we were not meant to walk this life alone, right? My pastor, he always says that. And I've said that on this channel plenty of times. But a lot of times there will be seasons of isolation. Seasons where you will be by yourself. Or seasons where God might want you away from numerous amounts of people. And it could be a permanent thing for certain groups of people that no longer serve a purpose in your life. It could be temporary just so he can get you right for the next chapter of your life, right? But a lot of times, and I can definitely say I'm guilty of this, what we'll do is we get to a point where we get lonely. We get lonely because we don't have our friends around us, or, maybe there's a companion that we desire, right? And we just don't have it. So sometimes what we end up doing is we sacrifice the peace and the learning moment that's taking place so that way we can have a placeholder, a void, if you will, or someone or something to fill that void. I know I'm talking about people, but what are some things that could fill that void? Some things could be, let's see, it could be pornography. I'm not going to say the full word because YouTube and all that good stuff. It could be social media. It could be splurging on items that you ain't really got the money for. Maybe you do, but you don't need to be buying it, right? It could be video games, right? And while I'm not saying is anything wrong with those items, except that first one, that's a whole different category. You got to have enough discipline during the times when you're isolated to understand that there's a reason and there's a purpose why you are there. You know what I'm saying? So that's just something that I want you guys to be mindful of. It is so easy to be in a position to where you do things out of loneliness. And I've done it before. I'm pretty sure some of you guys who watch this video, you've done it before. But it's just a reminder to you and also to myself to not do things out of loneliness. When you have that moment when you're feeling desperate, I encourage you to pray about it. And then also think about, will you or will that thing or that person that you're putting in that place of the moment of you feeling lonely satisfy you in the long run? Is it going to help you further yourself towards your purpose? Is it something that God will be pleased with? And if the answer is no to any of those things, even if it's just one, I want you to rethink. Don't go off and do that thing. Don't make that phone call to that person. Don't text them. Don't DM them. Stay where you're at. Stay focused. And let the results speak for themselves at the end of your journey. All right? Much love, y'all.